Let's talk about the recent Nintendo Direct. There were some good stuff and some okay stuff. Overall, my feelings toward this Direct personally left me feeling disappointed. I know not everyone feels that way, but I was left with more disappointment than wow. I know. First off, let's talk about the biggest announcements, starting with Super Smash Bros. So there were a lot of rumors and speculations regarding the next Super Smash Bros. Character, from Crash to other big gaming icons, but lo and behold, Nintendo is Nintendo and they do like to shock us, and they shocked us with the next character being Pyro and Mithra from Xenoblade 2, and I don't think anybody expected that. While not my first choice for Smash characters, they are indeed a good fit for Smash just due to the fact that they are first-party characters from Nintendo, and we already have Shulk from Xenoblade 1. Overall, it wasn't my first choice of characters, but it's a nice inclusion to Smash, and I think fans will be happy to play as them. They look like they're fast characters and seem like they are fun to play. We will have to wait and see if they're good and fun when they arrive in Smash later this year. Moving on, we got upcoming news. It looks like Breath of the Wild 2 will be coming out in 2022. It seems, however, it looks like we are getting another Zelda game on Switch, which is Skyward Sword. While not a new game, I think this is a game that deserves an HD remake of sorts. It's the kind of game not every Zelda fan agrees on, and the biggest problem with the original release of the game has to be the fact it had motion controls. As you can see, it looks like the game is going to be using motion controls and also button controls, which would solve the problem for some people. Alongside the game, we will be getting Zelda-themed Joy-Cons. It would have been nice if we got a limited edition Switch or dock themed around Zelda or Skyward Sword, but for Zelda fans, these are nice looking Joy-Cons. Another nice addition to the Switch is a brand new Mario Golf. The last official game in the series was back on the 3DS called Mario Golf World Tour. There's really not much I can say about this game. It does look nice, but more or less just more Mario Golf, which is not a bad thing. Don't fix what isn't broken. This will be the first Mario game to step foot in the era of HD gaming, so it's nice at the least we are getting a proper Mario Golf game on a console instead of a handheld, because it's been a while. This game is coming out in June of 2021, so look forward to that. On another note, there was more info on the Super Mario update for New Horizons, and although we did already know they were in the works, we didn't see them in the game. Seeing the Mario-themed items in HD for the first time was definitely a treat, especially if you played the previous installment called New Leaf. So this is going to be exciting for a lot of Animal Crossing fans. It's nice to see how much support for this game, but honestly it's not a surprise since this game is on track now to be one of, if not the best-selling Switch game of all time. Shocker, I know. The update is expected to come out in March with a free update scheduled for February 25th, so get ready for that. So one of the last big announcements for this Direct was the trailer for Splatoon 3. While it looks like a good game coming out in 2022, I do have some concerns about the franchise. I've played both 1 and 2, and from experience I can say that Splatoon 2 was more of a 1.5 sequel than a true 2. Didn't really add much to mix up the gameplay compared to 1. It really felt more like a big DLC rather than a proper sequel to Splatoon 1. So I will be very curious about the third game and see if they can deliver a truly brand new game, or is it going to be more of the same situation to have. We'll have to wait and see, because in the trailer we did not really get enough to tell. Last but not least, I want to talk about Fall Guys, which is coming out this summer. It looks like a game that's easy to play and have fun with, but I've never played the original release, so it's going to be a nice treat for me to finally play this for the very first time. The only thing that hurts this game is the fact that it's coming out many months after the initial release, and I really think this may actually hurt Fall Guys on the Nintendo Switch. Regardless, I do think it is a very nice inclusion to the Nintendo Switch lineup, and I am glad these developers are taking very popular games from other consoles and other platforms and bringing them over to the Nintendo Switch. It was nice we finally got a new Nintendo Direct since the last one was September 2019, believe it or not. While there were some standout games here, for me, most if not everything they talked about really didn't interest me. It wasn't necessarily a bad Direct. I don't think Zelda fans were blown away. I think they came away a little disappointed. Sure, it was nice that Skyward Sword is coming to the Nintendo Switch, but I think people expected more, especially since it's Zelda's anniversary. I personally think a lot of people were expecting some type of Zelda collection or maybe Breath of the Wild 2 news, so it was a little bit disappointing for Zelda fans, including me, myself. But there is more in the works for Zelda this year, I'm sure, considering it is Zelda's anniversary. What? Are they going to leave us hanging with just Skyward Sword? Even though Skyward Sword is a great game, I think, again, more people expected more from them. But I guess the year's not over, and we'll have to wait and see if there's anything else planned for Zelda, like Mario's 35th anniversary. We still have E3, and on top of that, the year is nearly just begun, so we'll have to wait and see what will 2021 look out to be. Will it be another magical year for Nintendo, or will it be a bust of a year just like 2020 was for Nintendo? Anyway, guys, this is Wayne from My Tech News, signing out.